Hi everybody, this is Claire Fauvel. I'm a French comic book author and I'm going to show the place where I work. So here we are in Montreuil, it's in the suburb of Paris, France, and I'm going to show you my workshop, the place where I work. I'm very sorry for my English, which is the worst English you will never heard. Sorry for that. So, welcome in the Atelier Marsopolis. So, I used to work here with 5 other artists. Unfortunately, due to the virus, the workshop is empty. This is sad. It used to be full of life. Oh, I'm going to close the door maybe. So, here is the first room. We are 3 artists working there. Everybody here is doing comic books or illustration for children books. We are very lucky because it's a nice place to work. And here, it's my desk. This is the place where I work. So you can see on my wall the pictures I love and the pictures which inspire me. I'm also going to show you the comic books I made, so you can discover me if you don't know me yet. Here is the very first comic I did when I was young. Here's the second comic book I did. This one won a very famous prize in France, so I'm very happy. And it has been translated in English if you want to discover it. It's called Catherine's War. Here it's the third one, so this is the book about I'm going to talk to you today. And this one is the latest one. It hasn't been translated in English yet, so I will not talk about this. I hope it will be translated one day. Today I'm going to talk to you about this book, Poulain Davy, Bandit Queen. Unfortunately, I don't have the English version because it has been released very currently at NBM Graphic Novels. As it has been released in April, I don't know if the paper version is available. Maybe due to the virus you can just buy the ebook on the internet now. But so I just wanted to show you how it is going to look like in the English version. Poulain Davy, Rebel Queen. So this is the book we are going to talk today. I'm going to talk about the story first, how the story came to me, what makes me want to tell this story. And the first thing I can tell you is that I discovered the character, I mean Poulain Davy, because it's a true story. It's a comic book with telling the real story of Poulain Davy. So the first time I heard about her, it's because my dad, he did a list of all bandits from old times, and I read the list of all the names of the bandits, and there were very few women in this list, of course. There was maybe, I don't know, Calamity Jane, Bonnie and Clyde, but very few women, so I remember the name of Poulain Davy, who was an Indian bandit. And then I discovered that she has written a book about her life, her autobiography. So I'm going to show you the book. Here it is. This is the book. I discovered it in the library, and when I wrote when I read this book, it was very like it was like a punch in my face, because it's a very strong story, incredibly sad, and it's a terrible story about a woman which is striking to be free, and so yeah. it was a great book, and I really wanted to tell this story into a comic book, because I think maybe this way it's going to be read by more people, I don't know, or maybe younger people. I wanted to tell this story myself. So the first thing, so I told about this story to my publisher, French publisher, and she really loved the story, and she said, okay, let's tell it into a graphic novel, a comic book, a graphic novel. And so the first work was to adapt the book, Poulan Devi book, into a graphic novel. It wasn't easy because the book, I'm going to show you the book again. It's sad I don't have the paper version of it. This book is about 400 pages. There's a lot of things to say, so I had to reduce the story to make a graphic novel of about 200 pages. So I couldn't tell everything. I read a lot of books about Poulan Devi, but all the stories were very different, so I decided just to focus on this one, her autobiography, and I decided to use her words when it was possible, to be the more, I don't know, sincere possible to her words. So the comic is an adaptation of the book, of her autobiography. I first had to choose the most important moments of her life, the things that made her become what she is. Just to tell you a few words about the story for people who don't know it yet. Poulan Devi is a girl who was born in India in the 60s, I think, in 1963, so something like that. She was born in a very, very poor area. Her family are farmers, and she is from the lowest caste. You know, in India there is caste system, which is terrible. She is from the lowest caste, so she is a very poor girl in a poor family of farmer. And when she was 11, Poulan Devi has been married to a man who was 30 years old. Here, okay, here it's the wedding, you see. You can see her husband, which is, I think, 34, something like that, and she's just an 11 girl. And then this is the beginning of the nightmare for her, because she has been raped and beaten by this husband, which is terrible, and she succeeds in escaping from him. But in India it's very complicated. When you're a woman, you can't live without a husband, so she became a kind of pariah. And then from pariah she became bandit, because she lives in an area where there are a lot of bandits. It's kind of tradition. They are stealing rich people, stealing the trucks, the car, and so it's a kind of, I don't know to say it in English, mafia. It's a kind of mafia. And so Poulan Devi enter this group of bandits, and here it's the chief of the gang, we can say, and he fell in love with her. It's incredible because she was 16 when she became a bandit, and the chief of the gang was about, I don't know, 19 years old, very young too, so he fell in love with her, and he decided to keep her in the band. And she starts doing some robbery with the guys. Then later she decided to create her own gang. This is the thing that made her very famous. calls one day. She say, "Okay, I don't want to be under the power of men anymore. This is over. So now I'm going to create my own gang." This is the scene when she did that, and she didn't want to be a bandit to make money, to rob people and make money, things like that. She decided to become a bandit to give justice, to make justice herself. So, for example, she was punishing the men who were raping women and things like that. There is a scene we can see that. Here it's a man who is famous for raping young women, for example. So she came at his place with his band, and she's going to punish him. So she became very, very famous in the north of India, and in 1983, I think she became first public enemy in India, which is very important. And then some years later, she decided to surrender because it was too difficult to survive as a bandit with all the police who were looking after her. And after 11 years of prison, in jail, she finally was released. Then she turns into a politician. So in the end of her life, she spent her days defending the right of children and women in India. It was very difficult for her because as she was a poor woman from lowest caste, she was very difficult for her to make politics, but she tried. And she was killed in 2001. So this is the end of the story. It's a contemporary story. As she was killed, she was shot in 2001. So this is also the thing that strikes me. It's a so contemporary story, but a story so hard too. So okay, now I'm going to tell you about the different steps to make this comic book. The very first step was making researches. It wasn't very difficult because there was a lot of things about Pulan Devi. As I told you, it's a contemporary story, so we can find a lot of photography of her on the internet, for example. So here I'm showing to you a photography of her. As you can see, she was very young when she was a bandit. She was bandit between 16 and 21 years old, I think, things like that. So here is the moment when she was surrendering to the police. I think she is about 20 years old. So we can find photography of her in the internet. It's a chance, so I used it to imagine the character, of course. I wanted her to look to the real Pulan Devi. And before starting the comic book, I went to India. I did a journey there. It was a very, very moving journey. I think one of my favorite from all time. I spent 2 weeks there. I did a lot of I took a lot of photography, and I did a lot of sketches. So here it's the village where Pulan Devi has grown up. As you can see, it's a very poor place. Huh? Here you can see. This is the well, I think we called it, in the middle of the village, with a cow everywhere, of course. And here it's the house. It's Pulan Devi's real house. I was so lucky to be able to go there, and especially I was very lucky to be able to meet her sister when I was there, because her sister is still living. She's 30 years old today, and she showed me the village where Pulan Devi has grown. So here it's the two people who helped me in finding the village. Thank you very much. So it was a great experience, and it makes me able to have a lot of documentation, a lot of visual references for this comic book. And now I'm going to show you the different step to do the comic. The very first step is the researches. So here you can see some of the researches I did. I did it just to find how I was going to draw the story, and in the end I decided to choose a very simple pencil, you know, just like that. It's not mine, but it was the same. A very simple pencil, so all the drawings of the comic book are done with this pencil, and I add on them a little bit of ink. Maybe you can see on this one there's a little bit of ink, but I'm going to show you this later. So here are the very first researches in order to get used to draw Pulan Devi, her face, her attitude, things like that. Then after, let's do a little walk into the workshop. The second step is very, very important. Maybe you've already heard about this. If you want to do a graphic novel, we usually do what it is called a storyboard. The storyboard, I'm going to take the comic book to show you. The storyboard consists to draw the entire graphic novel, but just in sketches. They are not beautiful drawings, it's just you do everything in sketch. So for example, I show you the first page of the comic book, then the first page of the storyboard. You see, it's the same thing. And I like to do my storyboard at the, I don't know how to say it in English, the final format. You see, it's the same size. It's the same size, so I will not have surprises. I know if I draw this character in this size, it will not be very tiny or too big, so I like to draw the storyboard with the final size. So I draw the 200 pages of my book this way, just in sketch, in order to choose the I don't know, the it's I don't have the English word, but in French it's mise en scène. This is when you choose if you want to do something very close to the character or something very far, like just a landscape. You know, this is when you work on all of this. And this is also the moment when you wrote the text, the dialogues, and the voiceover, I don't know. So this is a very, very important part of the work, and I'm going to show you an example with another pages I chose for you. So let's find it in the book. It's in the end. Alors. Okay. For example, here you can see the storyboard of the page 198, and here, I'm going to show you this later, it's the final page. You see, it's not the same format, it's bigger, so I can use a pencil and put some ink it in easiest way. And here it's the final page in the book. So you can see the three steps, sorry. The first is the sketch, just a sketch. Then the final page with the final drawing, which is with more details. And then the very final page in the book, which is exactly the same, but with the text and the color that I add with the computer. Okay, first step, second step, third step. Here I can show you some pages, some final pages. So you see the format is A3. It's bigger. It's bigger than the book, so I can use the pencil. You know, it's easier for me to use pencil on a bigger page. Okay. Here are some examples, some pages. This is in the end of the story, when Poolan is surrendering herself to the police. The last step to do the comic book is to add some colors on it. So to do this, I scan my pages, the pages that I show you, and then I import them into my computer. This is the computer I use to do my comics books. It's a special computer, very powerful, which is called a Cintiq. And with a Cintiq, you can draw on the screen of the computer. So this is great. This is you don't have to use this to draw. It would be impossible. So I can show you. For example, I choose a page to show you the way I add the colors in the end. So I import the page into the computer. Then I draw the frame all over the drawing. You see, I add the frame with the computer. I prefer that way, doing this way. Okay, I put the frame. Then I add the bubbles, so I can move them if I don't like the place where they are, and it's more convenient. And then I add the text. I already wrote the text in the storyboard, but here is the final text who are done on the computer. So if you read that book, you will see the text in English, of course. Here is the French version. And in the end, I had some colors. So I use a logiciel called Photoshop to do this. Here's the page with the color, black and white, then the color. When you look at the comic book, you can have the feeling that it has been made with watercolor. Not at all. In fact, there are some shades just on the pages, on the paper pages, that I did with a pencil and some Indian ink and some water. So you can see here, for example, I do the shades with the pencil. Oh, no more battery. I hope it's going to be okay. And so the color is very easy for me. I just do some, I don't know how to say it in English. In French it's aplat. I put some aplat everywhere, some little spot of color, There are no shade at all in the color. It's very easy. Pop, 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 because the shades are in the black and white. Then in the end, I just add some light on my drawing. Poof. Without the light, with the light and without the light. With the light. And that's all. Voila. So here it's the moment when Poulan Devi has just created her own gang. She became the chief of her own gang. So I think it's okay. Now you know how to do a comic book. You know how I did this comic. I hope it will give you the will to read the story, because it's a great story. And thank you very much for listening to me. And I wish the best to you. Bye bye.